Welcome back to Newswatch 12 this morning. Turning now to Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbreth. And at this point, I just feel like you're saying the same thing pretty much every single day. I'm sure that you're really...
It's because I am.
Yeah, I'm sure that more so than even the drought conditions here, you're praying for probably some sort of change.
Yeah, I just always update the models, and it's disappointing every time. Maybe one day it'll change, but not today. This morning in Chiloquin, very cold on the east side this morning, really very cold everywhere. Look at this, 10 degrees this morning in Chiloquin. Definitely don't envy those of you on the east side, but please stay safe this morning. Definitely layer up. You don't want to be caught off guard by this. And I mean, it's really not warm anywhere, even along the coast where we typically see the warmest conditions, even 41 degrees there. We're in the 20s throughout the Rogue Valley and Shasta Valley, but of course, the coldest temperatures still being reserved for the east side. We are in single digits up there at Chemult, 6 degrees this morning. Your Rogue Valley Coatcast, it should be pretty obvious, but we're going to go with the heavy jacket. At least for this morning, you'll probably want to hold on to the light jacket even as we get into the afternoon hours, just given that our temperatures are only going to top out in the mid 40s. But I think on the east side, you're going to want to stick with the heavy jacket throughout the day, especially where we have some breezy conditions up in the higher terrain. Crater Lake, I mentioned this a few minutes back, but we could see wind chill values in the negative range there, so definitely you'll have the heavy jacket there. 30s elsewhere on the east side, 40s throughout the Rogue and Shasta valleys, and we'll be in the 50s today along the coast. We could have a bit of offshore flow, so that Chetco effect could come into play. We could have some locally warmer temperatures there in Brookings, but it definitely won't be as warm as what we saw last week. Now, for tonight, it's going to be yet another very cold night. We're going to be in the teens on the east side. Again, we could have some localized areas of single digits once again. If those breezy conditions keep up, we could also have wind chills that could flirt with negative values once again. We'll have 20s, low 20s throughout Siskiyou County, mid to upper 20s in the Rogue Valley. We could see a return of the fog to the Grants Pass area. That would definitely be freezing fog. And we do have this system coming in from the north. It's going to be pretty dry. It could bring a shower or two along the coast in Curry County, especially up towards Langlois, up towards Port Orford, but we aren't ruling out just the slightest chance of a sprinkle there in Brookings. Here is your 3-day forecast in the west side valleys. If you plan on going hiking, a little bit on the cooler side, of course, for today, then for Wednesday, but warming up in a big way as we head into Thursday and Friday. That should feel very nice. So we're going to get back on that mild train, and you can see that for the basin as well, as we're finally going to make a run back to 50 degrees, and that weather will keep up as we head into the weekend. So very pleasant conditions this weekend, but unfortunately very dry conditions this weekend. In fact, it doesn't even look like we have any rain chances until Monday, and even those rain chances are slim to none. Here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. Once again, keeping things dry until Monday. For today, breezy conditions, especially up in the coastal mountains. We could have winds gusting anywhere between 20 to 25 miles per hour, but really grasping at straws here. That's about the only thing going on weather-wise there. And that's one of the more active regions within our viewing area. Siskiyou County, not a whole lot going on other than the gradual warm-up throughout the week. We could flirt with 60 degrees Sunday going into Monday, so that'll be something to look forward to. But unfortunately, there's no rain to look forward to. Earlier in the show, of course, I showed you the water totals for this water year, and it is not looking good. We are running a deficit everywhere, but that is especially painful on the east side where we still have an exceptional drought. Up in the mountains, the snowpack, it's suffering. It's not going to get any relief over the next 7 days, maybe at least until Monday, but that's looking like a pretty slim chance. It doesn't really look like that system will contribute much in the way of adding to the snowpack. And then for the Rogue Valley, we do warm up. We finally make it out of the 40s, getting into the 50s and even into the 60s, but keeping things very dry.